there's probably a way to like manipulate the deck that way too. You know,
Sure.
They can just I don't know. Like, there's probably a way to manipulate a deck no matter what rules are in place. But I think if we just do a better job like spotting looking at our
Spotting the
opponent,
garbage again.
yeah, instead of trying to find ways to like work around it, then I think it'll just be better overall. And the big thing is like you're not gonna like. I don't think you're gonna run into a cheater once every, not even 3 tournaments. Like, cheaters are not that like common.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're talking. I mean, competitive players among Magic aren't very common. So among the competitive players, I want to say like 1-2%. I think 2%'s high.
I'd even say lower than 1.
Yeah, so like people who are actively cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are actively like intently like cheating with intent.
Yeah, it's lower than 1%. Magic, from what I've met as a community, is a solid community. That's why I do this podcast, because we get guys like you, Anthony, who are grinders, but you guys are like awesome people to talk to and get on the podcast and just have all this information that you want to put out there.
Oh,
and
well,
you're just
you.
sort of down to earth. And I mean, we've had a lot of people like that on here, and you just get to know it. I mean, soon, hopefully, we'll have Mr. Reed Duke on for Brandon, but, you know.
Dude, Reed's awesome.
Well, Brandon has a man crush.
No.
Brandon has a serious man crush.
Yeah, so here's Pat's plan. He's going to get Reed Duke on, and he's going to tell Reed that he has to be mean to exactly one person on the planet, and it's me. And then for the whole time, he's just going to tell me to shut up and everything, and it's going to make me real sad. I think it'd be so funny if this happened, and he was just like a total tool to just me.
Yeah.
But it'd also be so sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd laugh hysterically, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd laugh, cry, right?
You'd cry. You would cry. So, I mean, and what's cool is, Anthony, you write for SCG every week. Mm-hmm. And your articles, bud, you put out stuff, I mean, you can tell it's from the heart.
It's from like a competitive standpoint, too.
Yeah, it's super competitive, but you're like, listen, this is what goes on in my life, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah, it's the only way I really know how to communicate things. So, like, I'm an extremely emotional person. Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, you can very much tell how I'm feeling by the look on my face. Like, everybody that knows me knows that I am very emotional, very sensitive. And, like, even, like recently, I've tried to, like... I use the quote Jerry T through things because like Jerry's he's the exact opposite of me. Like nothing bothers him. He's an actual robot.
I think he is. I think Jerry T is.
And like he's also like he's a very good friend of mine as well. And I've tried to like adopt that mentality, and a good portion of it has worked. But when it comes to letting my emotions run through the game. Like, I've tried very hard not to do that, and I would, like, one day, I forgot, I think it was last week, and before I went to Indy, I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, how I feel is how I feel, and I'm going to try to channel that into the game, and it's, like, it's alright, I guess, like, but, yeah.
Nah, it's cool.
Well, I mean, the guy who just won the Pro Tour, pretty emotional.
Yeah,
Ari
like,
Lax. Oh, God, that's pure emotion right there.
Yeah,
pretty forward about it, so I can't say that it's like destructive to your play.
Yeah, I mean, if I drew Elspeth off the top, I'd slam it hard.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you know what though? Because he won Pro Tour, it's like what, $40,000 he wins.
Yeah,
like
he gets platinum
for a year.
He gets platinum for 2 years.
Or 2 years, is it?
Yeah.
So the remainder of the season and then the next one as well. So
yeah, it's just this was the first Pro Tour of this year. It's all of this year.
Yeah. I mean, if I drew that Elspeth, I would be like, done. I would have stood up and like, we're done.
Yeah, like, honestly, if people are getting on Ari for his emotion, nobody's getting on Li Shiqian for literally jumping out of his chair and running.
Yeah, and like knocking it over and stuff.
Yeah,
like come on, give me a break. Come on, you would have jumped out the chair if you run or top deck. to make top 8 of the Pro Tour, you would have done it too. Like, come on, people. Like, not everybody has to be this stone-faced grinder that, you know what I mean?
No, and that's what I love. Like, I've been to REL tournaments. I've done a lot. I've been playing 20 years. And, that's the one thing. You sit down across from the guy or girl, and you shake their hand, you get to know them a little bit, and you smile and you have a fun time.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we all have the same goal if we're at an REL tournament. It's to whomp each other in the face as hard as we can and then win.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know what's cool after that? I can go out, buy you a beer, we can talk about the game, and we can laugh.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about the Magic community as a whole. And that's why
yeah, like if you look at any of like my feature matches, like my one in Syracuse, like you should have seen me at the end of that match. Like I was ecstatic because that game was insane. We went from each of us having a Nissa and the board is crowded as hell to each of us having one land, and you know what I mean? Like it like
yeah.
I think Magic from the grinder viewing a match is too much of this grinder mentality.
Yeah.
Where everybody has to stone face everything and everybody has to be robots, and I think Magic would be more interesting as a spectator game if more emotion was put into it.
Well, that's the thing. As a spectator thing, Magic really hasn't been mainstream. I mean, it's been streamed, but it's not. We're not talking like 20,000 people like SCG's had.
Yeah, we're not League of Legends.
We're not League of Legends where they turn on their stream and it's 150,000 people.
Yeah, and they can pack a stadium.
Yeah. I mean, we're not there yet.
Right.
Will we ever get there? Who knows? Right. But Magic as a whole, I give it the status of it's chess because we have to sit down, we have to be smart. Mm-hmm. We have to know what we're doing. You just can't be like, well, I'm going to flop this card. Well, why do you flop that card? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're not going to go so far. But I think having personality on the stream will go a very long way. Yeah. I don't think you need to be that stone-faced guy that sits there and just stares at your opponent with like this death stare, like.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah. Like I think it's also expected of like writers and all this stuff too. Like I didn't start writing at SCG because I was a quote unquote good player or like made top 8s of Pro Tours, anything like that. Like I'm just a cool guy who likes to talk about Magic.
Why do you think I started the podcast?
Yeah, I don't think I'm good at Magic. I'm good at talking about Magic, but I don't think I'm good at Magic.
I have become. This is sad for me. Playing 20 years, the guys at the shop look at me as the old man who no longer can play.
We are old, so.
But can teach, and I teach all the new kids how to play. So
yeah, that's awesome.
So what do they say about those who teach, Pat?
Shut up.
So they can't do something. I don't remember what it is.
Shut up.
But yeah, I mean, like, as far as like goals and like teaching and stuff, like I think that's super awesome. Like I think we need more people like that who are trying to share their knowledge, no matter how like much or little of it they may think they have. And I wish we had more of that around here, like more teachers, more.
Well, that's the thing is like guys know they can come to the store. I literally will have almost every standard deck sleeved.
Yeah.
Or I will have brews of that type of deck. I have right now 7 standard decks, all sleeved, done.
Yeah.
Come at me. Yeah. You want to play a game? Let's go.
Yeah, like I wish I could do that because like I'm not like I don't really see myself as a teacher because I'm not very good at like passing things down in general. Like a lot of people will come up to me and ask me, "Hey, what should I play this weekend? You know, what would you do to one of these decks?" And like a lot of times I say I don't know. Like
don't start there, Anthony. I've seen your brews. You can brew.
I mean like I build decks specifically for me. Like I will very rarely tell people, hey, you should play this deck at the next tournament. Like I will say I should play this deck in the next tournament. Because one, chances are most of my decks will have Chandra in it, and that's just like me. I can't ever not play Chandra in any deck.
You've got the pimped out Chandra.
Yes. I just recently acquired a 2014 Comic-Con Chandra, and I have a 2013 Comic-Con Chandra that's signed on the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those must have been a lot.
Yeah.
You can just say yes. You don't have to tell us how much.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. Those are probably some of the sexiest cards out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and they're like, Chandra is my favorite Planeswalker. Chandra Pyromaster is my favorite card in Magic, not close.
Okay.
And I will always try to find the best Chandra deck, basically, and probably run it. But
I'm not gonna lie. I've done that with cards.
Yeah.
And back in the day, there's Predator Ooze was my card back in the day with Innistrad.
Yeah, Predator Ooze is sweet. Slap a Rancor on there. Let's go.
Exactly.
Don't encourage him, please.
Yeah.
You don't need this.
Dude, Predator Ooze. And then I fight things with it.
Yep. Prey Upon,
and freaking Rancor, and people would be like, "What happens now?" Well, it gets bigger.
Dude, wasn't Dungrove Elder in that format too?
Yes, it was.
Oh man, that deck was sweet.
Yes.
Go play what's World Tracker, the guy who lets you fight stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was in there too.
Now we're talking.
I literally was like mono green Stompy with Thragtusk and it was just hilariously fun.
Yeah, Thragtusk because Thragtusk.
Well, Thragtusk because it's Swagtusk.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love
I miss
Thragtusk?
That card was awesome. I missed that card.
Yeah.
It will never get
put
reprinted.
It in any deck.
Yeah.
They've already said it will never get reprinted.
Oh
yeah, of course. Oh, definitely not.
That was stupid.
We're lucky we got Siege Rhino.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you mean Thragtusk Jr.?
Yeah, like Siege Rhino was
Jr.
like Thragtusk was so good. Like Siege Rhino is not even close to the level of Thragtusk. Not even close. And Siege Rhino is busted.
It's true.
Yeah.
I hate it because once with Siege Rhino, like people are like, "I'll Banishing Light your Siege Rhino." And I look right at him. I'm like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, my deck runs Utter End. You know you're just gonna give me a free life whenever I want it, right?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Banishing Light right now, but just because of stuff like that, like it's too easy to get blown out.
Other green decks can run Reclamation Sage as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
that card's
the Aether, Destructive Revelry. Yeah.
Revelry. Yeah.
I laugh though because that's the thing. I look when we do all these deck testing and all that, they do this and I look right at them and I'm like, "What are your thoughts on that?" And they look at me and they go, "Why?" I go, "You know my deck." And they look at me and go,
"What are they gonna not play it though?" Like,
I'm like, I have Wing Rock sitting or Windmate Rock in there. I have so many better targets for it.
Mm-hmm.
Siege Rhino, just ignore him for right now. Kill him if you can.
How? It's a 4-color trample guy.
The issue with ignoring Siege Rhino is like any sort of follow up, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a pseudo haste creature, and if you attacking with it is the best thing you can do with Siege Rhino because of stuff like Wingmate Rock, another Siege Rhino. It's such a tough spot when you have to deal with an attacking Siege Rhino. Sometimes like you have to get rid of it just to keep stuff like that from happening, which is the Catch-22 situation. Like if they deal with it, that means they can't deal with the following Wingmate Rock after you attack with your Elvish Mystic, LOL. And
oh no, I attacked with Nyx Fleece Ram.
Yeah, like that's what makes the Absent deck so good because they have so many ways of just powering through anything that anybody does. Like your deck can be equipped to beat Abzan, and sometimes they're still just going to crush you because all their cards are so good.
It's true. It is true. I'm not gonna lie. But I actually awesome. I love when they're like, "Why are you attacking with a 0/5?"
Because this.
And then they look at me and they go, "Hey, you have Wingmate." And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah. I had to deal with that in the IQ this weekend in round 1. My opponent attacked with the 0/5 Nyx Fleece Ram. I was like, oh no. My board was like Goblin Rabble Master and like 2 goblins. I'm like, I'm going to get destroyed. And lo and behold, he played Wingmate Rock. But yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah, the cards Wingmate Rock is real good. Like,
it's phenomenal. That's why I test online a
It's
lot
real
now.
card.
Do you do any testing online, Anthony? Are you a Magic Online player, or are you avoiding it at all costs?
I do not play Magic online. Not because I don't want to, but like outside of tournaments, I am very, very, very occupied with like work and a lot of stuff. I'm very busy doing stuff around Magic. So
Fair enough.
yeah,
It's the truth. I mean, if you don't have the time, just don't bother, because it's a whole nother thing to get into.
yeah.
So I'm all about that, though.
So we actually have other news we need to do. We're running out of time.
We are. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, already? Man, I thought we were just starting.
No, we've been going for like an hour.
We're an hour and a half in, man.
Oh man.
All right. So other topics. We've gone over the cheating scandals.
Yes.
Check.
Yeah, we did that for like 45 minutes.
We did.
Yeah.
We get on tangents. Like I say, we've gone over the decks.
Yeah.
Well, what do
was
we
it
got this
changed
week?
to DCI?
Yeah, I was gonna go over that. Wizards changed their DCI setup now. It's going to be all digital, unless you're under the age of 13.
Oh really? I did not know that.
Yep. You can now go on to accounts.wizards.com, I think it is, and basically sign in with your DCI there, and you'll get an app on your iPhone, and you have a digital DCI that's always going to be with you.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you can
Yeah,
check
it's super
you can
convenient
check
compared to
everything
keeping that dumb card.
Yeah.
Dude, the card was sweet, man.
Also,
Actually, I have a.
you can print a DCI card and you get to choose your art. So I'm not sure if that means you can use whatever art for like any card you ever want or what, but that's cool. The current cards are pretty boring. They're just white with a number on them. So
Yeah, I have like
it's
this
good,
like
good fun.
from like the last cycle of like player awards. I have the Sarkin Fall card.
Yep.
Yeah, I like still have that.
Yeah, I have a really old one, so I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I don't mind. It's a lot easier because I guess they say if you have like multiple DCIs, you'll be able to merge everything now.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
It's like super like we're just gonna take care of the player,
right.
Yeah,
which is
this is
awesome.
a really good change.
It's a phenomenal change. It took them a
Their
little longer
current
than
system was pretty outdated, so
they said it took them a little longer than they wanted, but you know, it is what it is. The other biggie is we have GP Nashville this weekend.
Yes, GP Nashville, team sealed.
Team sealed. I was gonna go down. Sadly, do not have enough daddy points to do that. So that's not happening.
Yeah, I will not be attending GP Nashville. I'll be going to GP Jersey though.
I will not be at either. I'm kind of
great.
sad. I'm literally 6 hours away from Jersey. 8 hours. I could have made it down. We'd have driven down in a day and then just stayed overnight and then, you know.
Yeah, GP Jersey is gonna be insane.
Yes.
I am scared.
So we have GP Nashville first. So team sealed. There's a lot of teams that signed up, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be awesome because team sealed. This format alone, sealed in this format alone is awesome. We're going to get 5 color. We're going to get. You see all sorts of stuff. Team sealed. My God, you should see some of these. They're going to look like constructed decks, basically.
it's really weird.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's going to be out of this world. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to watch the stream.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
There's so much fixing in 12 packs.
Yeah.
Like, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Yep.
You can build whatever color combinations you need to, which is really cool.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Then we have SCG Oakland.
Yep.
Which, you know, we'll see what the West Coast people bring to the party.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love to go to Oakland, but that's a little bit too far.
I'm sorry. That's
Not gonna go to California?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Nah.
across coast for us there, Anthony.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about getting a flight, but
Yeah. How much is a flight across the country?
depends on where you go. Oakland, I assume, is on the cheaper side, but if you're going to somewhere like LA or like Seattle, it can easily be anywhere between like $300 and $500.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's like how much it is for me to get to Vancouver.
Yeah, but you're Canadian, so that's different.
So?
That's different.
The prices of fuel aren't different.
The Canadian in Canada it is so.
We have the same. Okay, most of the air. What do you call those?
I do this all the time, Anthony.
The airlines are in Canada too. Like this is the same.
What are you talking about? Eh?
Hey?
Have you ever heard me say that?
I'm trying to get you to say it.
No, I don't. The stereotype Canadian, actually not a thing.
What, out and about?
People don't say that very much.
Out and about?
Nobody says that.
Okay. Anyways, then they have a big premiere, IQ up in Albany, which is about 5 hours away from me, and probably 3 hours away from Anthony.
Yep.
That one will probably be packed. I can almost guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah.
Ross Merriman and friends will probably be there, and all sorts of anyone else.
Yep, all of us competing for points. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, all of us, we pretty much all know each other, but the competition is so fierce. Like, it's awesome.
I will say this. The Eastern Seaboard, the Northeastern Seaboard, has some of the stiffest competition I think I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Without a doubt.
There's a reason. Like, that's where, I don't know, probably like 30% of the tournaments are.
Yeah, like the concentration of grinders and like quality players is pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Like when I ran into Syracuse, like I mean, I couldn't tell you how many guys I ran into that are grinding out points. I mean, Jadine, I ran into, she was there, so
yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Like it. I sat there. I'm like, why am I playing? Oh wait, yeah, I want to try to beat these guys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hey, I did. I was doing really well until I ran into Jadine, who sent me into said losers bracket, and I could not dig my way out of mono red aggro.
Yeah. I've only played against Jadine once. It was an SCG Jersey, the first tournament of cons.
Yep.
And I played in round 1. I'm just like, all right, I'm not sure what she's playing, but she knows I'm playing Wingmate Rock because I like talked about it on Facebook forever because that card is sweet, and she kicked my butt so fast. Like she played turn 2 Seeker of the Way, and I'm just like, I am dead.
Can I beat that?
I didn't know that was a card.
Is that even possible? What is this?
Yeah. Like, I didn't even know Secret of the Way was a card. So I tried to, like, lightning strike it. She Titan strengthed it. Like, it was just real bad.
That's just gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
And she played Mantis Rider. And I'm just like, Mantis Rider? Oh, wait. I'm dead to this, too. Okay.
This card also just kills me.
Can we just start over?
Yeah. Like, it was not even close. But, yeah, Jadine's awesome.
Yeah, she is. She's on the podcast regularly, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
She's grinding out a lot of games though, so that's
I see her pretty regularly at opens now too, which is awesome. We need more quality players.
You do, and that's what I like about the opens. You see a lot of like the Gerard Fabianos and you know Joe Lissette when he tries to make his way in, and Kent Ketter, just an absolutely hilarious man.
That's my boy. Yeah,
Ketter is hilarious.
Ketter's great, yeah.
He's one I do have to get on here. I haven't pinpointed him down. We've had a CVM, we've had BBD. So, yeah, I ran into Andrew Tenjum at Syracuse. He was having a bad day, though.
Yeah, Tenjum's another one who's, like, super, like, not emotional the same way I am, but, like, you can tell when he's focused.
Yeah.
Like, he's, like, real into it, and I love that about him.
Yep. Feline, who's trying to grind points now.
Yep. Yeah, Feline's a maniac. Like, she's gone to almost every open this year. Like, she's only missed like 3.
Every one, and then she does alters on the side. Like, when do you have time?
Yeah, like I have no idea how she has the time.
Like, if you look at her trade binder, it's literally like alters, alters. I'm like, where'd you get these? Well, I do these.
I'm just like, wow.
I looked right at her and I said,
like, I barely have time to eat.
Yeah, I how did you have time to do all this and then get ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's been
Continue
doing pretty well.
this
She's
time.
been doing pretty well too. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she has
she's your token high tide player.
yeah. She has 2 standard top 8s and 2 legacy top 8s this year.
Yes. Yep, she's done really well.
Who else even plays High Tide?
Matthias Hunt, and that's it.
Yeah,
that I know.
Matthias, that's
Does
the
he?
only other one that I can tell you.
Like Joe knows
I've
High
never
Tide.
seen anyone else playing High Tide on camera.
Yeah, like Lisette knows High Tide, but he doesn't like play it.
No, he's a Miracles player.
Yeah, he's on Miracles now.
He's like Miracles Tezzeret, and that's about it.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. I mean, it really is quite hilarious. I mean, this northeastern seaboard, where we'll say like New York, Jersey on up, is just packed.
Yeah.
Scary place.
It is. It's literally a scary place because any tournament I'm gonna go to, if I get out to play, I know I'm gonna run into you, Anthony. I'm gonna run into Ross. I'm gonna run into
Kevin Jones and all these.
Yeah, it's like stop.
It's just mono end bosses.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to play you guys. I want to win so I can get in. I don't want to have to go through the really good guys to get in. I just want to play the guys that come out on weekends.
Yeah, it's not easy at all.
Well, good news is New York will be getting a SCG. The rumor has it again, so which will be nice. We do have a few around in Columbus and all that coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, what else happened this week? Did we miss anything, Brandon?
There's a lot of Commander spoilers.
And we'll go over that next week when we have the full list.
Yeah, we can do that later.
When we have the full list, because Commander deserves a day.
Yeah, there's one full list up, the black one. There's no damnation, so a lot of people are really sad.
I'm not.
Me included. Why wasn't it in Annihilation then? Why?
Because we don't
might get a printing soon, maybe.
Yeah, it might.
I don't want it in standard.
I want
it doesn't
it
have
in
to be standard.
What are they going to print it in?
Modern Masters.
Modern
Play
Masters?
Chase 2014?
Yeah.
Fine. I accept. It seemed like it should be in the From the Vault, though. Like, here's the From the Vault where we kill everything.
No like, literally everything.
Yeah. Like, that was the point of the From the Vault. This seems like such a fit.
Yeah, like Child of Alara seemed a little awkward to me, but I understand like why it's in there.
No,
or like the black one they put in kills all the white creatures.
Decree of
like that?
Was it Decree of Pain or
yeah,
no? It was what's up?
Was it Decree of Pain? I don't think it was. It was Living Day.
Oh
The
yeah.
Decree was the red one.
Oh, it was the Decree of Annihilation.
Yeah, that just gets rid of everything.
Yeah, that's like a shoe-in.
That one's fun.
Yeah.
And like Rolling Earthquake and Burning is in cool. Yeah, sure. Where's the damnation? Oh, I'm a damnation. I traded mine because I was like, oh, they're reprinting it for sure.
Yeah. Or like the people who traded their Mars flats and like wound up getting punished.
Yep.
Yeah.
When like I don't know, like I don't think the black white deck needed Mars flats at all, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Like they're playing Mars flats because they want to play fetches, not because it's actually good in the deck.
Yeah. Well, fetches are good in the deck.
You just want to say I want to play fetches. That's all. I'm playing fetches. Anyways, I think that was about it this week. Commander will go over next week when all the spoilers are out, because then, is it the 7th?
Yes.
Is when
Commander... Oh, yeah, it's released.
It's November 7th.
It'll probably be out tonight.
Yeah. It always is. Anthony, this is how it goes. We do our podcast, we say we're going to go over it, and then it never comes out. Then about an hour later, all the spoilers hit.
You're like, oh yeah.
I have a theory that they watch, and they time it right after we're done. So until someone from Wizards calls me and tells me that I'm wrong, I'm gonna go with that.
We're gonna go, you know what? Fine. I will get Helene on here, and we'll question her. How about that?
Dude, she's gonna deny it.
She might not. She's really cool. Like
yeah. We'll have her make fun of you. It'll be fine, Brandon.
No. Why is this a new thing? Why?
Because it's easy.
Man, Ross was so rude. He was good though.
Ross was hilarious on here. I'm not gonna lie.
That was good times. You want to wrap her up then?
Yeah, we'll wrap her up. It's been about an hour 45 minutes, so it's been a good show. We went over all the big topics, all the new stuff. We went over Treasure Cruise. God help us if Treasure Cruise stays unbanned.
Oh, please no, please.
Yeah, we're all agreeing here. Like Treasure Cruise gets banned January, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think Dig Through Time as well?
No.
No.
Dig is
I think-
stoppable.
Dig Through Time, I
I
think
don't
is
want to be
exactly.
like this guy's Ascendancy, but it seems like Ascendancy just isn't doing anything. So
I can imagine a world where Just Guys Tennessee doesn't get banned, but I think it will too.
Yeah.
you think it will? Okay.
It will be a safety ban. It will basically like if we print a card that may break it, we're just gonna ban it now.
Oh, you mean like free spells? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it breaks the Storm rule. They don't want Storm to be faster than 4 turns, and Just Guys Tennessee lets that happen. Like Just Guys Tennessee is a Storm deck, and it's just
Fair. Yeah.
So, yep, we will do all that and more next week. We'll have hopefully the whole group back. If not, it'll be me and Brandon doing our thing. Hopefully Brandon will have a PC by then.
I should.
And Anthony, thank you for joining us, sir. We'll have you back.
not a problem. Happy to be here.
You have been an amazing guest. I always say that when we have good guests. Every now and again we get bad ones, you know.
Thank
Like
you. I really appreciate being here. Like it was
BBD.
awesome.
BBD was the punniest one.
Oh, just awful.
Oh no.
you get bashing on CVM. Like, come on, man.
It was great. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you like what you heard, hit the follow button. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow. I'm going to try to pin this all together. Sadly, we have a few pieces. So
It better be. If this is like 3 different videos, I'm going to be so mad.
I'm going to try to pin it together. So,
So
guys,
easy.
you can follow Anthony. I put all his information aside. Give him a follow on Twitter. He is pretty awesome. If you see him at an event, go give him a high five. Tell him he's doing an amazing job and thank him for being a great guy. So, guys, Anthony, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you guys next week at State of the Gathering.
Peace.